Hey guys, Pete here, continuing with our series on why you're going to have to adjust your business model for what's not just coming, it's already here. To refresh, we've seen the numbers have been fudged. We hear the mainstream media saying everything is okay. Your values on your properties here are going to continue to go up. Well, that's not true. We are going to see a tsunami of foreclosures. We're seeing a tsunami of vehicle repossessions, and we are seeing the middle class being impacted like never before. Now, we have essential services. We have services that are very valuable that are going to continue to be needed, but your approach and the way that you market and the way that you fulfill are going to they're going to need to be readdressed. Now, I want to give you an explanation as to why, as we continue this, why this is so important. I want you to take, for example, the average income, median income for a person in the United States. That's $44,225. Now, if you look at the average median household income, and that's what we're going to use as our example here, we're looking at $87,864 per household on average. Some make more, some make less. But let's break this down. We'll round that up to $88,000. I want you to figure taxes and FICA taxes, medical pay, and everything else. You're probably going to take that $88,000 down to about $65,000, roughly 20%. Now, another 12%, look at 6% for health insurance, look at 6% for 401k if they have that. So now we're down to about $58,000 per year. If you take out a mortgage of only $1,800 per month for rent or mortgage, now you're looking at $36,400. If you take out a vehicle payment, typical, let's say $600 a month, plus their automobile insurance, $150 a month, now you're looking at $27,400. Now, if you take $100 per week out for food, you know that's light. You spend $100 a week at restaurants. Now you're talking another now we're down to about $22,200. Now consider utilities, gas for your vehicles, registration, other fees for your car and whatnot. Now you're down to about $14,400 per year. Now, when you consider state and local taxes, sales taxes, student loans, child care costs, clothing, all these other things, these numbers are going to be negative. Now, when the interest rates go up, we're going to see the value of properties go down, and we're going to see foreclosures like never before. People are living from month to month. Look at credit card debt. If we build that into the pricing, it's about $300 a month on average. Your customers are going to start to pull back. Now, there's a term called attrition. And attrition, what that means in your business is, it's basically your company losing customers. People die, people move, maybe they change and go to your competition. But there's a percentage of attrition that just tends to go away. This number is going to see a spike. So this means that your strategy going forward into this new system or new economical situation that we're going to have is going to have to be modified. So that's what we've been talking about. That's where we're leading up to. Now, we need to look at strategies such as retention. When people start saying, you know, I really can't afford that maintenance agreement anymore, what are you going to do? Are you prepared for that? We're looking for collection. How are you getting paid? You know how many of your customers kind of leave you chasing money? That number is going to be boosted significantly if you don't proactively set something up to collect your money in advance or up front or protect it in some way so that you don't have a bunch of people owing you money for the services that you've already paid for and rendered. Spending, you have to cut costs. You're going to have to buy in bulk. You're going to have to negotiate pricing with your suppliers, right? You're going to have to reduce spending overall. That's a big impact. Marketing, you're going to have to change the way that you market to your customers because your customers are going to change the way that they buy. They're going to change the way that they look at you. Fulfillment, when you deliver those services, the value must be there, because if you're just considered, if you're just interpreted, if you're just judged as just another heating and air conditioning company, why should they pay you more than the competition? Fulfillment is part of it. These are part of the strategies that we need to get in and dig in and start dealing with. So these big, beautiful houses you see behind me, they're a facade, right? This stuff is going to go away. Well, it's not going to go away. It's going to go to the hands of the banks and everything else. There's still going to be work to need to be done, but are they going to pay your high value services? Are the banks or whatever business that investment firms or what have you that buy these properties up, are they going to pay? Are they going to value that personal touch that you give? Or are they going to be looking for something that's more price based? Okay, this is why we're doing what we're doing here. Now, what I'm doing is forming a platform, a group. We're going to have a membership here. You can come in. We're going to build these strategies. Okay, if you are not prepared, you will be hurt. And so we don't want that. And we're going to do this in a way so that you little guys, you can afford this as well. Now, we all need training, and we've been talking about this for a long time. One of the biggest one here is to learn to sell without being that pushy salesperson. The consultative service call process, that's a superior way. That's what we're talking about, fulfillment. How do you grow your tickets without getting pushy or being more salesy? We got to be smart about this, guys. Their values are going to shift as times get tougher, and make no mistake about it. Do not believe mainstream media. Look at the real numbers. What do we see? 8-9% worth of inflation according to the government. You better look at that number at about double. It's a lot worse than that. 15% of people who signed up to buy a new house, entered into a contract, have backed out. 15%. That's crazy. Over 20% in the DC area. So we're seeing 2 out of 10 people backed out of buying their house. You're going to see the value of houses drop, or they're going to have to step back in and start cutting interest rates again. And they have said, we are not going to drop interest rates. We're going to incrementally increase these. Guys, you don't have time to be out there watching all the financial news. You don't have time to create all these strategies. You're too busy running your business. Okay, let's come together. And let's let that research serve you, and let's let those strategies be put together for you. And your job is to attend, to participate, and to start making these changes so that not only do you survive the coming lean times, and they will be lean because we're going to see a big shift in that middle class, which is the bulk of our customer base. And we're going to see a change of mindset. Not only do we want you to survive that, we want you to thrive. We want you to come out on the other side of this. How long is this going to last? How bad is it going to get? We don't know. But the experts that I'm following, they're saying some pretty scary stuff. Okay, you don't need to be afraid. You just need to be prepared. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. I'm going to put a link to my email. If you're interested to get on the waiting list, Pete will take care of you for our founding members of this group. It's starting soon. So stay tuned. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. You guys be good. Bye-bye.